So ladies and gentlemen, the first thing we're going to talk about is addition of functions. Now, basically, addition of functions is just going to be adding our functions. So a lot of times the notation is going to look like this. But basically, all I simply mean by that is f of x plus g of x. That's all it really means. OK? So when we're adding our functions, basically what we're going to do is take what f of x equals and then add it to g of x. So in this case, everything f of x, I'm going to use red. So I'll have x squared plus 1 plus the square root of x. Now, in this example, we don't have any like terms, right? If I had an x and an x, I could add it to give me 2x. If I had a 5 and a 7, I could add them to give me 12. But I don't have any like terms. So guess what? That's it. That is your addition of your two functions, as is. That simple. However, since that's so simple, we are going to add in a different question, an added question. And the added question is going to be identify the domain. So whenever we're applying an operation and we want the answer to be in terms of x, I want you to find the domain of your final answer. OK? So again, let's think about domain, because we need a lot of practice, assuming with the majority of people, of what domain is. And you're going to have a test over domain. So we're going to want to make sure we all understand domain. Domain is a set of x values that we can plug into our function, right, and get a output. So if you look into this, if I have values of x, which is my domain, I have to plug them in here and square them. And I have to plug them in and take the square root of them, right? So think of all the numbers. What are the only numbers that I cannot square or take the square root of?
0.
It's going to be, well, 0. I can take the square root of 0, so 0 can work. But I can't take the square root of anything less than 0, right? So my domain is going to be all values that are greater than or equal to 0. Or we'd write 0, comma, infinity. Does everybody see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
How do you go from f of x plus g of x equals?
All I said was this. All I did was I took f of x, which is x squared plus 1. And then I took plus g of x, which is just square root of x. So I just added them. Here, maybe look at it this way. Hold on one second.